Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Civilization 6. We're playing as Australia. And, well, let's try something out here. I got a new keyboard, so let's try this. Haha, it works. Switch up WASD, because what could possibly go wrong there? What do I ever use the S and W keys for anyway? Anyway. So yeah, I got a new keyboard. Apparently after 10 years of pounding the W key, it finally started to stick, so that's a thing. Anyway, we're going to continue where we left off, which was being at war with Japan, but largely ignoring that war in favor of trying to beat up Toronto. Yeah, Toronto deserves it. Anyway, we'll see what we are able to accomplish here. They'll probably bombard the bombard. And yeah, once we deal with Toronto, yes, Gandhi, we will keep as many positive diplomatic modifiers with you as I can. Okay. So yeah, it's a small miracle that Gandhi actually doesn't hate me. I think it's because last time, we actually went to into a joint war with him against Japan. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So this guy just healed up right on his own and repelled the damage. So let's go ahead and do some damage. What did we do? 16? I'm going to have to go into the options. I believe we can fix that now. I'm not doing that now, but I might do it at the end of this episode just to fix that, because that is really... it's obnoxious. The auto cycle is pretty obnoxious. Anyway, let's move these dudes up. So that's a considerable attack. Actually, let's... can't move him that far. Too bad. It looks like this guy just moves by one. I think those guys are just perfect where they are. It's -4. We have Toronto surrounded, so it's not going to heal. So any of this damage that we're doing that before would just... they kind of shrug it off. They won't. They can't do that anymore. So that's going to be a pretty colossal defeat there. This, less so. Actually, I think this attack is worth it. The horses here... yeah, I don't know. Actually, yes, this is absolutely worth it now, guys. And I'll show you why in just a second. You know, assuming that they don't bring that cavalry out to try to whoop my ass. There we go. They have lost their walls, so now they are defenseless. So we'll see if that was a colossal mistake in a little bit. In the meantime, we need to figure out what we want to do here. What do we want to do in Sydney? Well, it's on the border with our enemy, so possibly better walls. Although, frankly, I think a field cannon would be a much better option. Get some of those up and running. Some of our most advanced units at the moment. Gonna move this battering ram up to Newcastle. What are we doing in terms of military production? Nothing. Okay. And we're just kind of having our knight check things out. Very good. Our knight in Canterbury will heal up. This guy's going to move up. Oh, and I saw something on the Civ subreddit, guys. Yes, you can, in fact, have support units, which are these diamonds or sideways squares, with the triangular icon civilian units. A great general counts as a civilian unit, by the way, even though I don't ever get any of them, but... yeah, so you can have those tied up with your military... and I may actually just show you guys a formation of that in a little while. I've probably done it before, just not even thinking about it. But yeah, apparently not everybody was aware of that. So I figured I'd bring that to your attention as soon as I noticed it. Or remembered. We need more housing somewhere. In Laventa. Okay, we're actually over the housing cap in Laventa. Okay. What can we do to fix that? What can we do to remedy it? Not a whole lot at the moment. So 14 turns till this is done. This isn't going to help the housing cap, but I'm just thinking about what we can do. Actually, I think I was going to drop a culture district or something here. Yeah, culture district here, maybe something else here. And then we can get a decent harbor if the city ever gets that large. Where was I going to put them now? Here and here? Maybe. Could do farms here as well. Yeah, let's drop one right here, I guess. So we'll drop a theater square, or at least get one prepped. Where's our production queue? Just the bank. So we'll go ahead and drop that there. So we're going to leave that guy there for a turn. And we will see what happens to Toronto next turn. We also need to get our warriors upgraded at some point as well. Only making 11 gold. Okay. Alright, so in addition, Newcastle needs to get up to 10 pop so we can get down that massive campus that we'll have. But we're also trying to scoop up some of that... we're trying to catch up in terms of culture because we're really behind there. We're probably really behind in everything. Yeah. Although we'll catch Japan in a big hurry. Gandhi, not so much. Gilgamesh, we have a shot at catching up to him. Anyway. We'll eventually catch up to Gandhi, though. We're actually doing better than I thought. Originally, I thought we were in the 200s. We're just shy of the 200s here, so that... Based on previous experience, even though Monty, I think, has just gotten to the information age here, we're not as quite as far back as I thought I was. It's still not an ideal position to be in, but it could be a lot worse. So pillage the knight, and wow, restore him to full health. That is brilliant. I guess we do the same thing with these guys. This guy can just take a promotion. We'll actually go for Tortoise on him. And we'll do, I guess, no attacks of the city except for the knight this turn. Very good. We can attack with this guy as well. Very good. Just stay there. And we have a scout and a barbarian encampment around there, so we need to deal with that. So we're going to bring up the knight, and we're going to see what is going on there. We're also going to bring this guy... Oh, shit. Oh, hells no. Right. Everybody else is in the modern era, so we get to deal with modern barbarians. Techno-barbarians, folks. Yes. Apparently not just for Warhammer. Not just for Warhammer 40k. Alright, so this is pillaged, right? So repair it. Very good. Thank you. Need to get a bunch of Outback. We need to just cover the entire area here in Outback stations. Bad Tibbers 68, that's 71. Well, on the bright side, we're finally able to take down a city that's in its 70s there. Japan's bringing some samurai nearby, which I'm not terribly concerned with. I think our musketmen are more than a match for them. Let's just do a bit more exploration of India while we still have open borders. Can see exactly where So that city, actually, we were just looking at is former Japanese city by the looks of it. Let's get a market up in Canterbury. It's not going to take too long. It's going to give us extra gold and merchant points. Melbourne still doesn't really need to grow. Yeah, we'll repair the holy site. It's not super important, but unless... No, it'll take longer to build a culture square. Yeah, we can actually attack the samurai and do some decent damage against them. Not great damage, but definitely decent. Oh, interesting. Samaria brought in some cavalry. It's not gonna really do much there, Samaria. Toronto's pretty much ours. As a matter of fact, major defeat. I think we got this one. Yeah, we got it. It's lagging. Alright. So what's going to be great about this, and I think, as wrong-headed as it might seem, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just remove the pasture with this worker next turn and then rebuild it. So the reason I'm going to do that is that that'll give us a culture bomb and let us build more Outback stations. So we're going to keep the Toronto. I'm going to start repairing things, I guess. Let's repair the watermill. And start moving stuff up. Take promotions on our cavalry. Heal up our dude there. Move this guy up. I'll move this guy over, and we'll look into taking this city next. I suppose we might as well take this. We'll go for the right side of the promotion tree this time. And move the siege tower into the city. So, I can show you guys what I was talking about. So that is a formation of a military unit, a musketman, a support unit. I'm zooming out to get away from the annoying clattering sound. The support unit, the siege tower, and a civilian unit, the builder. So we're going to break that formation up, because we don't actually need it. But yeah, that is something you can definitely do. You can have 3 units in a tile if they're all of different types. They must all be of different types. So this is a charming tile. It's less charming. It's a negative appeal on this tile. Breathtaking appeal, okay. So we probably... Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what we wish to do. Gonna move those guys over there. Gonna remove the farm improvement. We're gonna take the opportunity here to just clear out the barbarian encampment before bad things happen. And we're gonna actually send this trader over to our new acquisition here. Send it to Toronto so we can get a nice road up and running. Well, we got a road already, but we'll get maybe a direct road to Canterbury. That'll be good. Got another knight over here. Got a worker with 3 improves. What do we want to do with this guy? This will give us +1 food. This will give us +1 food, +1 production. So I'm voting for that for now. It's getting a little awkward looking with the crossing of the river. Oh well, yeah, and the fence going right down the middle of the river. We'll get that sorted, though. Monty? Monty! That's not very nice. He's denouncing us. He thinks we're poison on the world. I believe Japan might be his buddy. Oh, my musketman was attacked by the Japanese samurai, and that went about as well as you would expect. Actually, no. Very well, England. That's okay. Gandhi loves me. Gandhi thinks I'm the bestest. Everybody else has already denounced me, so that's fine. So this is Takamatsu. So that is a very Japanese-sounding name. Kyoto is obviously the capital. Osaka was once upon a time belonged to Japan as well, obviously. This is Zanzibar. We're gonna take a crack at liberating Zanzibar and then most likely recapturing it. We might actually get out of the warmonger penalty for that in the process. That would be kind of cool. So we're gonna take battle cry for that boy. We're gonna move this cavalry up over here to Shizuoka. Start moving our stuff up. Yep, these guys are right next to the sheep, so drop it right there. Get some nice new Outback stations up and running. Move this guy over here, get another Outback station up. I need to look these things up. I want to clarify something for myself. So Outback stations. I want to clarify if the +1... So it gives adjacency bonuses for pastures. Additional food and production as you advance. So this is the one right here. So it does give +1 production for every 2 adjacent Outback stations, so it encourages spamming them. I want to be sure whether that was the case or whether it was something a little different. So that is indeed the case. So cover your cities, cover your landscape and Outback stations. Got it. So Newcastle is an excellent trade route there. We could go to Canterbury as well. I think we'll actually do that one. That's kind of boring. They just use the existing road. Fine then. Be that way. Be that way. See if I care. Settle here. Most likely no. Not anymore, unfortunately. We fortify up, heal up, get all ready to go. Alright, we have a builder unit. And we were going to clear this, as I said. And we'll see if the culture bomb still works. Let's experiment here. Let's drop this. And let's see what happens to the yield over here. So it's still breathtaking. Alright, very good. So that did not affect the yields of that region. Let's check Melbourne, make sure that it's focusing on production. It wasn't. So it'll slowly, it'll very marginally speed things up. And we're gonna go ahead and help out with that. And time to get our siege engines into position. A battering ram, move it up. Over at least, if not up. You stay where you are. Or knight. Okay. Sure, move up. You actually just kind of stick around. Oh, somebody lost their capital. Oh, I bet that was Toronto. That's too bad. Bye-bye, Canada. Until you get a proper civilization in this game. Alright, that is very reassuring. That is tremendously reassuring. That it is doing very, very little damage to my stuff. Means that these are going to be some much easier conquests than what I was attempting earlier. Also, let's go ahead and just rain some hell down on the samurai there. Let's Let's actually move this guy back, if that's going to be the case, where it's not going to do too much damage. Let's send this guy in this general direction. Have these two cross the river. I don't think we want to have the knight come out yet. So we're going to move him over here. Have him heal up. And I think I just moved my bloody workers over, and I shouldn't have. Yeah, I totally did. That's okay, we need them to do other things anyway. Let's build additional builders for now. We'll get things queued up and we'll see what order we want them in. Can't do the Great Zimbabwe. No suitable place even for the Forbidden City. How are our great people's situation here? The Aztecs can have this one. I don't care. I would like some writers or artists or musicians if I can manage it. It'd also be nice to get a great general or two. Let's just have you park there for now. You can move up. It'd be a very pointless attack, so we won't do that. Build a new Outback station here. Move you over here and probably put you to sleep next turn. You can just fortify for now. You can move up. You can take your promotion, go for the left side. You guys move up here, I suppose. Actually, we really should start getting lumber mills in all these areas. This is the eastern section of Gilgamesh's territory. Probably got a city hiding right around here. Possibly one here and one here. We'll see. So we may not want to leave our cavalry here. Alternatively, it might be useful to just farm experience. Current technology steel is one way from maximum improvement potential, but that requires a coal mine. How about we just continue to ignore Gilgamesh? Let's see what happens. I think we're going to have you heal before you go in there. Move you up. You just stay there. You go over on the hill. You move up. Move up. Do we want to move you out? No, we just want to heal you. These guys are going to improve stuff. That guy will attempt to have him cross the river, see how it works. Okay, that's pretty much everything we need to worry about with that area. Here, let's just build another one of these. Got our scout down here. He's not really able to do too much. I think you just stay here. You can just stay there fortified. Try to heal. You guys move over there. We'll probably... What we'll do is we'll clear that forest, plop down a one of these Outback stations. Here's a question though, guys. We do want steam power because I believe steam power gives a boost to Outback stations. So do we want to just stop on this or do we want to continue? Steam power is gonna... It's gonna be a long time till we get it though. It's gonna delay steel significantly. Let's go into thing here again. I just want to confirm it. Steam power, yep. So steam power is what it gets. Here's the thing though. It's gonna take a long time. It's 6 techs away. How many of those techs are boosted? So shipbuilding, it's a 3-turn tech. Cartography is going to be a real pain. It's a 7-turn tech, and we can't get that down. Half of these are boosted, but at the end of the day, it's not really worth it. What do we need for replaceable parts? It's equally nasty. Replaceable parts is one we should focus on too. So we'll continue with steel. We'll hard research steel to its completion. Yeah, we'll do that. I'll take a look and see if I can maybe find anything I can boost. Own 2 galleys, that's ridiculous and we don't even need that. Cartography, build 2 harbors. If we owned 2 harbors, I think that would count. But we currently own 0 harbors. So, anyway, we shall see. Anyway, guys, the timer just went off, so you know what that means. And today, yes, that actually does mean that I'm going to stop after the next turn. I'm going to control myself for once. It'll be a nice change. And 2. In theory, we could put a harbor down here and then get the adjacency bonus. Can also put a harbor down in Canterbury, get an adjacency bonus as well. But I feel like getting something like an industrial zone over here in this godforsaken tundra would just be so much better. Or even here on the hill. Yeah, this would probably be the best spot. We could literally surround it with mines. Or possibly here. Yeah, actually, this could be a really good spot. We get the double, let's actually see here. Requires population greater than 10. Yeah, that's going to take a while. You guys can't even bark yet because we don't have shipbuilding. Awesome. Well, it is a Pangaea map after all. There's a barbarian encampment up there. Well, I'm going to have some tea while we're waiting.
Le.
He doesn't like our ideological differences. Let me guess, you're a theocracy, aren't you? So he actually has an What you want? That's not happening, bro. Sorry. Sorry, dude. Not happening. On the bright side, it's nice to know you have a coal mine somewhere. I'll make great use of that once I find out where it is. It's probably over here in Zanzibar, actually. What's up?
Shumai brilla tahabal. Emokuruk tamahar. Aniam piama nadin.
Wow. Alright, Gilgi. Well, I'm harming your friends, so you can put up or you can shut up. You up. Alright, so these lads are ready to go. Let's go ahead and get our culture bomb there. Break that formation. Move the ram up behind them. These guys have 55 combat strength. Let's leave them there for now. Excuse me. Put the knights back over here, I suppose. Get our cannons up and running in case Gilgamesh makes good on his threats. This we're going to clear it. 14 turns for... 14 turns? Oh my. That's interesting. Yeah, let's, do we want an industrial zone? Maybe we want an industrial zone for a change. We don't have hardly any of those. I'm gonna vote no for now and be an idiot and, drop a culture square, because I think that's the best plan. And for now, the shrine is getting moved down the queue. These guys are outside of Japanese territory. They will continue to heal. And I suppose that is the end of this particular turn, and therefore the end of this episode. Let's just go ahead and do some housekeeping around Toronto first. Get the repairs up and running. Get a workshop down. Eventually. Kind of disappointing production for a former industrial city-state. Oh, that's why. They need mines, and they aren't building the damn things. Okay. It's a common problem with the AI, unfortunately. Oh, these guys can be upgraded. Do we have the specific tech for it? No, we don't. Still, that's not a terrible price to get another musket out. So these guys are moving up. Not this turn, they're not. Newcastle, in 3 turns you have that down. So you can't build a campus. Get a watermill, maybe? Let's just queue up all the buildings we could possibly need. Alright, let's just quickly go over the priority list here. Archaeology Museum, that seems pretty good. Armory, what's the armory going to give us? The armory is going to give us +2 production. It's going to cost 2 gold. It'll give us great general points. I think we want that. I think we may want that either next or right after this. We're doing okay for gold for now, so the bank, what does the bank give us? Right click to get it off, 5 gold, that's good. But probably we want to do the Theater Square festivals pretty soon after. So maybe something more so like this? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. In Canterbury, we have an okay queue, actually. We'll throw a Bombard into that list as well. Actually, I'm going to make the Bombard top priority after the Builder. So we can get one out and then maybe do get some discounts. Oh, also, next turn we get Triangular Trade, so that's going to be exciting next time. Might as well get an archaeological museum in that one's queue, and in Zanzibar we're just still rebuilding everything. Alright, well that's going to do it for this episode, folks. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this video. Next time we're going to continue to beat down on the Japanese and their various cities. And we may leave them this one for now. They can have this one for the time being. We're going to focus on these two after we take this one, and yeah, this one could be a little tricky because it's kind of, there's not a lot of space to maneuver, but we'll do our best. Anyway, thank you for watching, folks. My name's been Ybot. I will see you guys next time.